Wow. Getting downloads is like pieces to, it's like getting a piece that guides you to having consistency of a working and thinking and moving out of a renewed mind. I was thinking about, I was cooking, and the Spirit of the Lord hit me. Nobody can stop. It just hit me in my belly. The download of the blessing of Most High. It affects everybody. Ones who living right, ones who's not living right, ones who trying to live right, ones who want to have a heart right and circumstances not up to part or whatever the situation is. When his blessing and his healing and the works come in, he's coming for everybody that has a need. We all have different types of needs and goals and desires and motives and dreams and fulfillment. He don't want to come for one person or two people. He want to come for everybody. If folk don't like you, that don't stop God from blessing you. They missing a win. They're missing the movement. They're missing the hand of God coming in. I can't afford to get caught up in my emotions or how I feel about people and miss the wind of God. I'd rather put whatever beef aside and bring a solution to it, bring healing for it, respect the person, respect myself, operate out of my higher self, and far most high. Because when he come through with those blessings and that healing, when his hand come through, when the movement comes through, I can't afford to miss it. I need every bit of his hand on my soul, my mind, my life. I need him. I thirst for him, for fulfillment, for real love. So I won't go operate out of brokenness. I know what healing is like. And I know not even what healing is like. Beyond healing, there's the steps of being whole. And that fulfillment is greater than the thirst of operating out of lust from being broken. Oh, I love Most High. Woo, 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 woo. I don't want to miss it. I don't want nobody to miss it. So if you see somebody getting blessed, get hold of the wind. Ask Most High, what is he doing? And what can you do to be on the train of the blessings and be in tune with him so he comes through and uplift your life? Because he's not a respecter of a person where he want to bless this one and not that one. No, he want to bless everybody according to their needs. And he want us to be in good standing with him. He wants us to have a healthy confidence. He wants us to have a strong foundation. He wants us to have a strong backbone as men and women. He wants us empowered. He wants us, he wants us to constantly grow in strength and wisdom. That gives God honor. If I can't, look, I'm going to be raw and real here. And I don't care if they listening. I don't care if they hear me. I don't care. Because I'm not being rude and disrespectful in any kind of way. I wish I could bless my neighbors. I'm not in a position to bless my neighbors. But I know somebody who will bless my neighbors. And that's Most High. And I pray Most High bless them more than any government, anybody on this earth can bless them. Because he's not coming through to bless certain people. He's coming through to bless everybody. When his spirit comes in it's like when his spirit comes in the house, it affects everybody who's in the house. When the spirit and the works of God come through, when individuals who have an open heart and listening with their ears, and they open up their eyes, they open up their senses, they're not led by their flesh. There's movement and blessings and healing. He comes through and he blesses people for who he made them to be, to give him honor and glory, and for them to be great. It wakes up the addicts. It wakes up the drunks. It heals the sex addicts. The Spirit of God does mighty things, and I'm praying Most High come through and bless everybody in this community, every neighbor, every neighbor down the street, up the street, round the corner, on the side, in the back, in the house. I'm praying Most High bless them. Not because of this holiday season, but because of the promises he made to himself and to Abraham and to our forefathers. Because if you cursing somebody else, it's like you cursing their bloodline. And it's like you cursing yourself. But move all the negativity out the way. Put that away. Like throw it away and put it in the trash. Because even if you operate out of evilness and hate and destruction, you still gotta come up with a solution where you gotta heal. You gotta face every demonic spirit, every wicked way, every toxic habit, characteristics. You gotta face it. Because you wasn't made to operate within it. You wasn't made to be to be operating out of the things you operate out of. So I'm cooking, and I heard the Spirit say, I'm going to bless you, but I'm going to bless your neighbors too. I'm going to bless them too. Then I thought about how God moved. I thought about how God moved, how his Spirit moved. He blesses those who are open to him. Their heart, their mind, their ears, their senses. I'm praying God bless a lot of people with things they're not prepared for, where they have to go to God and ask for wisdom to maintain them. For healing, where they can be the woman and the man they were meant to be. That's in their identity, that's within their bloodline, that's within them. It's not about based off of who they entertain, what the things they do, what struggles they have. No. You're more powerful and anointed than that. You're greater than that. And who wouldn't want to see God bless others around them? That's a beautiful thing. When individuals are not operating out of hate, jealousy, they're not competing, that heals their confidence and that fulfills their soul. And they know they can operate out of their purpose. They can be confident. They can be anointed. They don't have to look in somebody else's, their abilities and their gifts. No, you would know I'm anointed too. I'm great too. I have an ability to have a cup overflowing too. There's no room for jealousy because you're too blessed. There's no reason to be stressed because you're too blessed. It's in your bloodline. Society doesn't want us to celebrate each other winning and being happy and healing, but God does want us to do that. Do you know the impact of you healing? One person healing, no matter what their issues are, no matter what their struggles are, it has an impact on the community. You know, for the longest I was looking at the community healing, but then I had to look at it from the opposite view of what happened when one person healed. No matter for what their struggles are, if they're healing, at least that healing after a while leads to being whole. And that has an impact on how they treat people in the community versus the community healing and treating individuals different that were toxic or broken or had issues or had any type of brokenness or emptiness. If that one person healed, it raises down the anxiety others may feel. The environment heals. Healing is a good thing. It feels good. Feel like a new, fresh skin, a new fresh pair of skin on my body. It feels good. Feels good. But what happens when we all get a dose of healing? We all get a taste of God's Spirit, His peace, His love, His discipline, His nourishment, His guidance. What happens? A lot of people deal with less mental health issues. A lot of people start depending more on God, less on drugs, addiction, habits, circumstances. They stop looking at. A lot of things get eliminated. His Spirit is a mood stabilizer. For one who used to smoke a lot of marijuana for anxiety, and then after a while, the anxiety got worse by the marijuana. I don't know if it was because the marijuana was a natural or whatever. I don't know. I'm being raw. I don't care. I'm being raw. I'm being raw. For those who judge me, I think you'd be more raw than me. And yeah. Carry your own cross. Carry your own wrong. Yeah. Oh gosh. But he's a mood stabilizer. His presence. You have no need to depend on alcohol. There's no need to smoke marijuana. I'm praying for help with these cigarettes. It's my last battle. Mm. Yeah. But what happened? We healed as a community. I mean, real lifetime. This is not a fake walk or behind closed doors. I'm saying all this godly stuff and in front of people. I'm hating them. No, no, no. A good bit of the time I have a stuttering problem in front of people. It's not what. And I don't want to come off so strong about my faith with God and my relationship about God and overcoming circumstances and situations with God, because then it comes off like I'm trying to force it on the people. And I'm not trying to force it on the people, but I'm excited about healing. I'm excited about turning my life over. I'm excited about paying the hard dues. I'm excited. And I don't care who's around. I don't care who's listening or not. It don't matter. I'm not doing this for people. I'm not healing for people to approve me. I want to continue on healing because God loves me. And I know He loves His people. I see it. You can see the light around individuals, how strong their faith is. Some people call it the aura around them. Some people have bright auras. They have bright, strong faith. They have a strong connection to Most High. And some, they have faith in God, but they don't have that strong connection with Him. Because if you healing and you're growing, because we're always growing, we're not going to stop growing till we out of here off this planet. So you might as well embrace it. That's the best thing I have learned. And just to embrace it. Forget being strict. Just embrace growing. I'm at a new stage in my life. I can't afford to be acting like I'm 20. It's time to pick up some wisdom that kept me even when I wasn't even mature enough and wise enough to be kept. I'm gonna be raw and real here. I don't care who I say. Woo. When I was running like them what the guy say up that song, don't save her, she don't wanna be saved. I didn't wanna be saved. And God had His hand on me. He had His hand on me, boy. And I couldn't see. I was blind. And He whooped my behind. Oh, He whooped my behind. Woo! Just about every sin that I participated in. It's like the more I indulge in it and then learn from it, the more He exposed me by it and revealing, you need to get right. You need to clean up. You need to get back with structure. You need to get back in order. You need to get back having the fear of God, because it's only me saving you by this grace of how much I love you. If I didn't experience that grace, I'm not going to lie to you, I would have been dead. I would have been dead long ago with HIV, with all kind of diseases, all kind of addictions, all kind of things, all kind of toxic habits. from association with hanging out with others and on my own. I'm telling you, God kept me. I would have lost my mind. I could have became a real hateful, bitter woman. Real hateful. Real mean. So society can say all day long, oh, you can get high, you can fornicate, you can shack up, you can do drugs, you can have all this loose, wild sex, and oh, keep on living. You got accountability coming that you've been running from. And it eats at you slowly, like a bad toothache. Until that day when you got to get that tooth pulled. And it's just not one tooth, it's several. Several things you gotta remove it. We all can look at the grace of God over our lives. We all can see that, recognize that. How can you not want others to be blessed? How could you not want your own blessing, new blessing, renewed blessing? How could you not want that? Just getting by don't fulfill you. And the thing about it is too, if you're called or have any direction God has for your life, if you fighting against that ball, it's like fighting against a bull. And you start experiencing all these curses that you know you don't deserve. And they rub off on everybody you connected with because you're not listening to the Most High. You're not surrendering to the Most High. Poverty is a curse. Struggling is a curse. Going without is a curse. Not being fulfilled and settling for ego is a curse. Men and women should not even be operating out of that because it's something value of who they are and whose they are. That reminds them of their father being wealthy. And they made to be wealthy. They made to be blessed. If you always are operating out of hate, you're not giving God room to bless you like He wants to. The very folk who need it are the very ones who are jealous and hateful, have a mean spirit. But there's so many renewals that's coming that they deserve from their heart space, from their identity, from their mind, from their confidence, from their personal settings, from their going in and coming out, from because there's a grace over them. You can have someone around you like the Grinch, and mean and hateful. And I'm not gonna lie, there was some seasons ago, some days ago, I was like that. I was mean, booting people up, till Most High reminded me, you are responsible for you. You are in control of you. You can be on guard all you want, but you don't have to operate out of that spirit that others want you to operate out of. You don't have to move in that way. You can reflect on me. You can call on me. You can trust in me. You can look up to me. You can lean on me. And that's where the heart start becoming much of a stone and start beating, start feeling like a heart again. And then I realized, if I'm healing, I can't heal if I'm carrying hate or being bitter. I can't heal. Focus on enemies and why I toot my nose up. I can't heal that way. We need the movement of God, and we need the Spirit of God, because the grace is not enough. We wasn't made for grace. We were made. God wants to bless all of us. He wants us full, but yet to be teachable, humble enough to be teachable. He wants us confident and strong, yet full of understanding, and having genuine love and respect for others, without manipulation, without judgment. We all deserve to be fulfilled. And we all deserve to heal. And we all deserve to operate and tap into our purpose. So we won't operate out of ego and pride, because we wasn't made for that. You ever been broken so much where you yearn for healing, and you got a bit of taste of what healing is like, where you realize you have to be accountable for the things you do? You have to take accountability and step up. And you have to choose, okay, would I carry this scar or walk in healing? Walk in healing. I remember going to Most High, saying, God, if you heal me, guide me to how you see me. Guide me to how I be fulfilled, why I won't be operating out of my flesh, because my flesh never fulfilled me. You know, you can feel things, but your body's not meant to be leading you. You're supposed to be leading it. The body's weak. The flesh, as the Bible says, the flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing. The spirit is powerful. So the more you walk down that path of healing, you find benefits and reasons and factors that fulfill your soul. And instead of experiencing that grace, you start receiving favor. Everybody deserves favor. Everybody yearns for blessings and favor and healing and being fulfilled. Everybody wanted that grandma's love of, oh, you're my favorite baby, you're my favorite grandbaby, you're my favorite child, you're my favorite. But we all God's favorite. He said we're the apple of his eye. You know, the enemy will use people. It will bring people towards you that's more broken in you, right? And you're broken already, right? We're not meant to judge each other. Let's remove the mask and heal. Let's remove the mask and deal with our own shortcomings, our own issues, so we can step up and be renewed and receive the blessings that God wants to give us and operate under that favor he wants us to have. It's not a one-day thing. It's not a month. Oh, we're just going to live right for a month. And no, this is a lifetime. You're going to be blessed so much. You got to get renewed, a refreshment, a renewal. You know, blessings have a... If you get greedy and you tell Most High you full, what about any new blessings that may come in for any new stages in life that you may run into, that you may encounter, or that you may meet? I used to get stressed over bills. I used to get stressed over emptiness, the empty spaces. And I used to worry. I used to constantly, those prayers would be around those things, but I was idolizing things instead of giving God space to be God. Because the number one thing that will answer prayer quickly is healing. He is serious about his people healing because he wants them to receive the love that he has for them. So the blessings and the stability will come, but he comes in quick. Very quick. This is what I observe about him. He come in quick when you yearning out for healing. He come out quick when you yearning out for deliverance. He come out quick. His movement, his hand, his presence comes about quick. When you yearning for renewal, deliverance, healing. Something about you. Something about your soul, your identity, your confidence, you. So it's you that's more important than your struggles. Your soul, your identity, your character, your talent, your spiritual gifts. There's something more powerful and richer about you than your struggles. That's why he don't answer about those struggles first. He answers about you. He cares about the well-being of his people, their health. Their overall health. I'm excited. I'm excited. I don't know what this new thing is coming in, but I could feel something new happening in the atmosphere. I know seasons are changing. I know we're getting older. But I'm excited to grow and get closer to God. I'm excited to feel his presence. I'm excited to heal. I'm excited to be grounded. I'm excited. If he got grace over me and love for me, then he has grace and love for those people that come around me based off of what they think they can gain, or the brokenness they want to match and share and multiply. His hand have discipline and instructions for us to live by, for us to operate by. I can't afford to go back to lust because I seen too much. And I heal from too much. And sex wasn't made to just be having wildly. It was made from you being one with someone that loves Most High. You love Most High separately and together, where you become one. And you're supposed to be multiplying, sowing seeds in each other's lives, and being healing and mirroring that within each other, having godly love for one another, motivating each other for greater and better things in life. There's some couples who may not even be intimate, but they still love one another. They still have a genuine care for one another. when you don't, when you lay down with someone who don't really care about your well-being, your identity, your well-being, your identity, your calling, your value, your whereabouts when they're not around and when you are around, it's like you laying down with the devil. You laying down with the devil. They have all these soul ties and but for only a moment of pleasure. And it's not just men that could do that. Women could do it too. It's not just it's not let balance this out here, you know. You know. But healing takes work and clearing out all those unhealthy soul ties and clearing out all those unhealthy habits and working on your temple and respecting your temple, remembering why you do what you do, why you're an emotional eater, oh, why you get high, oh, why you have abandonment issues, why you operate out of lust and out of love for yourself and love for others. It's a different ball game when you heal, when you get grounded, when you reflect. Even if you don't have a companion, God still loves you. He said his love will fulfill you even when he said it in his word, his love will go above the desires for love of the flesh. And there's individuals who can't see it because they're looking at right now. You see those urges right now. You may see the need right now. You may experience being empty right now. But God has a grace over you that walks with you, that carries you.
Yeah, I'm coming.
You know, we're not supposed to be dating just to be dating. We're supposed to be dating for purpose. What's your purpose of uniting with a woman? Are you reflecting on her insecurities for you to feel whole as a man? But you can't use that and mask your flaws. Are you using dating as an excuse to be fulfilled as a woman? It doesn't heal the daddy issues, the abandonment issues. You still gotta work on that. A man can love you all day long, but if you can't forgive your father, you're gonna cripple him and overbearing him, and he's gonna be overwhelmed by the stress you're putting on him because you can't forgive what your father didn't do. Which I realized why I used to love older men, and I'm like, I don't need to date older men that old enough to be my daddy. It's not right. I don't care. I'm going to heal from that. I don't care what people say. I'm going to heal from that. I'm going to let it go. Because each time one heals and reflect and get grounded, it's a bridge you gotta cross. You gonna heal? Or you gonna carry that? You gonna carry that? Or you gonna heal? So the more you heal, the stronger you become and more powerful you become. More teachable you become. More stronger you become. And you realize what you were made for. You were made from love. You were made to love. You're deserving of love. You were made to get honor, and you were made to give honor. You were made for greatness. Whatever work it takes for others to turn on that light switch and keep it on, that's between them and Most High. That's between them and God. But you can't run from the need of being fulfilled. But you gotta heal. You gotta keep the light switch on. There would be men that would like what a woman look, but don't like her standards, her goals, her drive, her hustle, her obligations. But want to look at her as a piece of meat. There are women that will look at men, oh, you're just good for money. You're good for these things of the flesh, but there's nothing value to you. But there is. There's value to all of us that God sees, but we not entertaining it because we think it's religious. We think it's about church in the building. But His Spirit guides us to how to be fulfilled, to be whole, and constantly healing. His Spirit is pleading for us to surrender. When you healing and you operate out of purpose, everything you touch is blessed. Everything you operate out of is anointed. That's not from your own doing. That's from the Spirit of God. Your relationships gets blessed. That's from the Spirit of God. And that's from you healing. That's from you operating out your higher self. Your blessings, everything you need, runs into you. You don't go looking for it. So realizing I wasn't made to be lustful and operate out of lust, being a broken woman from situations, circumstances, and upbringings that wasn't of my choice and choosing. I realized, wait a minute. I need God's love to be the best woman I could be. And if I'm going to be with someone, they going to need to be having God's love to be the best man they can be. And love themselves and love Most High before they can even love me. How can you not love God, but you operate out of love for yourself? You can't operate out of your purpose. You can't lead others. You can't nurture others because you're not getting for yourself. So with healing, all those soul ties, it gets broken. Most High cut them off. He purged it all out. He cleared out the path. He removes it. He's the only one that can heal you from soul ties. I can't afford to go backwards. I don't care what people say. I don't care what they do. I don't care. It don't matter. Because the real question is, are we healing as a community? There's a need, a strong, large need for us to heal as a community. Because yes, one person healing affects many aspects of their life. They're healing, but what about everyone else? Everyone else deserve to find their value. Everyone else deserve to operate out of their real identity and value and worth. My number one question is, I dare every and everybody is to get them to ask Most High to reveal to them. God, reveal to me how you see me and who I am. It's not based off of what you have. It's not based off of what you're doing now. Naturally, a shakeup is going to happen. Is a shakeup what happened? Is a rearrangement what happened? So when you heal, you naturally get your inheritance. You naturally get blessings that you're not even praying for. That's the love of the Father. It brings on a powerful movement when it happens for one individual. But can you imagine when it happens for a lot of people in the community? It's a shake-up. A shake-up. You know, there's nothing wrong with having a healthy sex life. But with the right man and the right woman, with purpose, and with healing, and with being accountable, and with having a clear conscience. Hello? You shouldn't have to... Oh, God. I didn't think I was going to be able to cross this bridge, but I feel good crossing this bridge. You should be able to have a healthy sex life without having baggage. You should be able to have your needs met without being broken and operating out of ego and pride. You should be able to receive love without attachments and limitations and manipulation all around it or from it. If it can't be genuine love, I don't want it. If it can't respect structure and order and discipline, I don't want it. If it's from motives of this world for corruption and control. I don't want it. You know, when you don't got soul ties, you're not operating out of lust. You operate out of love. And when you have that love for yourself, when you're dating, you can experience someone's love for themselves that will motivate you to love yourself and love what they love. And that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. You know, money can't buy that because we were powerful above money. Our identity, our healing, our anointing, our calling, our purpose is more powerful than any value of money. God wants to heal women and men and how we treat each other. Same sex, opposite sex. He wants to heal that. I'm going to be raw real here. I don't know if you can handle it because I'm going to give it to you. And if you can handle it, turn it off. I'm not here for children. This is not a children's message. Okay? This is a little uncut. Okay? It's a little uncut. So if you can handle the raw deal, raw and uncut, then keep on listening. I realized why I didn't have a healthy relationship with the same sex because it wasn't fulfillment. And it was supporting wearing a mask. It was supporting what I was missing or what I was trying to fulfill in others, but it wasn't fulfilling me. And then it wasn't protection from all the curses that was coming upon my life. And I realized I don't feel fully complete with doing this. I don't feel complete being with the same sex and knowing I was meant to be with a man. So I had to go deeper into the healing, down the rabbit hole. I had to go deep into it. Healing from being a lesbian, okay? Healing from being a loose woman, okay? You know? Accepting a man that have the appearance of him loving himself, but his spirit broken. A man can't get really healed, and he really can't lead if he not really healing. And he don't know what God's love is for his life. When a man leads with that, it changed the environment. Because that genuine love, it rub off on others that make them want to love themselves differently. I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from. When a toxic man lead, he lead from toxic desires and motives. When a healing, balanced man lead, he leads with power that God anoints him with. And that power motivates others to heal and operate out of their divine power. Having so many connections with different individuals, you know, what's the point of being with someone you're still empty? They say that you 304, if you with someone and you still yearning for someone else. No, they're not fulfilling the need because they're not being fulfilled. You're not being fulfilled. You gotta go to God, get fulfilled. That's the whole purpose. That's the whole point. You can't run from the brokenness. You can't hide from it. You can't put a mask on it. You can't, oh, I'm gonna go get high, and oh, I'm gonna go get drunk, or I'm gonna go have all this loose sex. When you wake up the next morning, the build up from the pain and the emptiness is gonna be even more so built up. Why run from it? I had so much built up. Ain't nowhere to go to. Then I remember how much grace he had over me. In my filth. In my filth. He had grace over me in my shame, in my sin. I mean, in my filth. People would love to remind me of my sin and want to bring that shame back on me. But there's nothing really they can do because the grace of God is rich. It's rich over everybody. You were made to heal. I was made to heal. What life is not meant is to constantly take advantage and think one is supposed to survive off of grace. Survive off of what society says. The value of society, the value of other people who want to be powerful, but they hiding they broken too. And that's why I find out everyone who don't submit to Most High, they broken. I'm talking about submitting to His Spirit, clearing out their conscience, remove everything that keeps them full of this world, full of ego, full of pride. But there's no room for healing. There's no room for forgiveness. There's no room for renewal. There's no room for a renewed mind, a new heart, genuine love without cause. There's no room for none of that. But you want to be powerful. You're so powerful by what your status is, how many people follow you. But none of them really love you. None of them really know your talents and your gifts and your calling and respect your purpose. We need healing in the community real bad. We need God's love and His healing real bad. In different aspects of life. Not just in the dating scene, not just in the community, not just in the work settings. Oh, that's a different topic. Another day. But we need God's healing and direction and love more than ever. We need His renewal to remind us and refresh our mind to show us how to think and how to live. But if we keep thinking we are to live by this flesh and the material things we have and how many people listen to me or how many people look up to me, what happened to listening to Most High? What happened to clearing out your conscience? What happened to respecting folk because you want Most High to bless you or to heal you? Who are we to think we better than anybody else? We got all kind of brokenness and baggage and all kind of trash in our lives. We not no better than each other. That's trash. It's garbage. And it's a waste of time. When we all need to heal. We have different things we need to heal from. You know, the Bible, I know it talks about the Antichrist coming, and honestly, I think the Antichrist is the ones who wants to control the environment. It's the narcissistic system and narcissistic individuals that desire control, because those individuals and that system doesn't promote healing, accountability, structure, order, discipline, reflecting, grounding, rebirth, and renewing. So many things is a total disagreement and against. But we was made to be whole and healed. It's a genuine love God has for his people. I pray my neighbors receive that in a supernatural way. Forget religion. I pray everyone in the environment receives that, and my family receives that. That genuine love. That genuine love that promotes healing within you. That genuine love that upgrades you to favor from God and not surviving off of grace. That genuine love that makes you put masks away. That genuine love that makes you inspired to tap into your higher self. To find out there's no thirst there. There's no lacking there. There's no brokenness there. There's no need for pride there. And I say this because I love Most High. Because then them same people I ran in contact with or I'm around, they got a grace over God, from God too. And if I don't like them or not, it don't matter. I respect that love God has for them. And I'll make peace with God I'll make peace with them off of the strength of who he is. And he have a grace over them. And I don't want to lose the grace that's covering me. But I know I wasn't made for the grace. We wasn't made for the grace. We're surviving by grace. We're overcoming by grace. We wasn't made for that. He wants to bless us with favor. Favor. Healing. And God is to behold. His love is like chicken noodle soup for the soul. It's something that you're not deserving of, but he has it for you. He fulfills your soul. His love says to the ones who operate out of lust, thinking, well, oh, you know, being around someone and laid up, this is love. No, this is affection. But love should be with action that's not mating with someone else. It should be an action of you loving yourself, loving Most High, and it should be work you are doing and preparing for someone else to show, wait, I can love you. I can be responsible for your love. I can match the love that you love yourself, and I can show you how to love Most High more. But you got to heal, and I got to heal, and we both got to be on one accord, because this is what purpose is about. It's not about operating out of lust. It's about genuine love. Your purpose is to know you're fulfilled, and you automatically anointed. You're automatically gifted. You're automatically powerful. There's no room to be jealous. There's no room. This is not delusional talk. Because if you ever been through some life-threatening issues or hardships or circumstances, there's a powerful grace that comes up over you. And that's the love of God he has for his people. It's to wake you up. This is not religion. No. Far from it. Far from it. This is more of who created the body. Our maker. God. God, our Father. Who created man in his image. Where the body constantly heals itself. No matter what we go through, we're constantly healing, constantly strong, constantly powerful. You mean to tell me everything man-made in front of you that's a need is more powerful than you? You, the soul, that's a mirror of God? He said he made you in his image. He made me in his image, so we're powerful. No matter what the need is, you are more powerful than the need. So he got to answer about you fast than the need is. I was broken so much for many times in my life. Why I look up to God and I ask him, why did you say I'm the apple of your eye if I experienced brokenness this much? Different times in my life